Hey guys, what's up? It's Lainey and today I'm doing an exciting video. I've wanted to do this one for a while and I had the perfect opportunity to film it because of a quick announcement. So today I want to talk about TV shows that I want to watch this year. I was inspired by the fact that at the beginning of the year, was it the beginning of the year or was it the end of December, I decided to rewatch Reign, which was a CW show about Mary Queen of Scots. I was obsessed with the show, but I only watched the first two seasons multiple times. I never finished third or fourth season. So I'm like, you know what? This is the year. 2019 is going to be the year where I finish shows, but also watch shows that I've been wanting to watch for a while. When it comes to either television shows or movies, I'm definitely more into the movie camp. Movies are my favorite visual media. I love falling into a story for an hour and a half to 2 hours, sometimes longer. But because of that, I haven't been watching a lot of TV shows that I've been wanting to watch. So I came up with a list of TV shows that I want to watch this year and cross them off as I get to them. Some of them will take a little bit longer than others. It's been a really long time since I've fallen so far into television shows. Some of these TV shows are split between shows that I have watched but have not finished, and other shows are shows that I really want to get to that a lot of people are talking about that I just haven't watched yet. But first I want to talk about a watch along I'm going to be part of for the next 7 months, and that is going to be a Buffy watch along, hashtag slayalong, with some really great booktubers that love Buffy just as much as I do. Heather from Bookables is the creator mastermind behind this all, and she invited some people that she knew were huge Buffy fans, so I'm very thankful that she thought of me because you guys know how much I love Buffy. I've talked about Buffy and how it has greatly influenced me as a writer and just as me as a person growing up. I have rewatched it several times. My most recent time was 2 years ago. All the times that I've rewatched them, I always feel like the show definitely holds up every time I watch it. My history with Buffy goes back to when I was about 10 or 11 was when I first discovered it. This was so back that TiVo and DVR and online streaming was not a thing. The final season of Buffy, season 7, was premiering when I was 12. You know, I got the box set of the DVDs, they're in my living room, but I'm probably gonna be watching it on Hulu, which is where it's currently located. For binging purposes, it's better if I just watch it on Hulu than having to get up every 4 episodes to switch the DVD disc. I'm lazy. So the other people that are being involved in this is Kat from Catty-tastic, Mel from Mel to the Any, Spencer from Common Spence, and of course Heather from Bookables. This watch along starts in March, and for March we only have to be responsible for watching the first season, and then in April we'd watch the second season and so on and so forth. So it'd be ending around September. Watching the show at any pace that you want to binge it, you want to just watch it one day at a time, that's perfectly fine. And then at the end of the month we're going to be hopping on one of our channels to do a live show where we talk about the season and different things like that. I am so excited for this. That's it for the Buffy announcement. Let's get on to some television shows that I want to watch. Earlier in the video I just said that this whole to be watched TBW has been inspired by the fact that I wanted to rewatch Reign. I finished all 4 seasons a few weeks ago. I feel bittersweet about it. You know what Mary Queen of Scots is about, so you know that she gets beheaded at the end. So it was like the 4th season to me was really rushed, but I knew that the show got canceled, so they had to kind of wrap it all up really quickly. I think they wrapped it up way too quickly. It was just, I'm really glad that I finished it, but I felt really sad after I finished it. Just like, there's a lot of missed opportunities I feel like in the last season. Right after I finished Reign, I actually hopped onto the Good Girls train. Riley has been trying to get me to watch the show for the past couple months. She kept hyping it. She says the ship I'm going to die for, and I decided to start watching Good Girls the night before I started packing to go to Portland. I don't really make good decisions. I watched the first 6 episodes of Good Girls before I went to sleep after midnight when I had to get up to catch a flight. It was all good because when I got on my plane, they had Good Girls available to watch, and I was able to finish the season on my way to Portland. Good Girls is my new favorite show, straight up. I love it. The first season is on Netflix. You guys should definitely check it out. The new season starts March 3rd, so I'm really excited to get right into the second season. If you don't know what Good Girls is about, it's about these 3 moms who are all for different reasons. They really need money, so they decide to rob a grocery store, which they do. They successfully rob the grocery store, but they realize that something is really fishy with all the money that they got, over $500,000, and they're like, what the fuck is a grocery store doing with this kind of money? Then they realize that they stole money from a gangster. The writing and the acting in the show is so good. It's the best I've seen in a really long time for a new show. And yes, the ship on there between Rio and Beth is my new favorite ship. It's their tension in the first season is so good. It's such good chemistry they have. Highly recommend that you guys check out Good Girls if you haven't already. And then I'm currently watching right now Dynasty, which is another CW show. The first season is on Netflix. That's why I started watching it. I'm not really hooked on it. I'm about 4 episodes in, and I'm only watching it when I'm like doing other things. It's about a rich family in the oil industry, I think. It's like the very high 1% of the American society class, but I really like the diversity that the show has. There's a lot of people of color that are in the main cast. There's a gay relationship in the cast as well, and interracial relationships as well. I really like all of those things in this show. Let's move on to the shows that I am hoping to get to this year. Right now at the top of my list, which I'm probably going to be starting with the next couple weeks, is The Americans. I remember I started watching the first couple seasons while I was in college, but as college goes, I got really busy and then I just kind of stopped watching it. I know the show recently just finished, I think this year or last year, and now I can just binge the entire series. If you don't know what The Americans is about, it takes place in the 1980s or in the Cold War. It's following 2 Russian spies who have completely assimilated into the American kind of nuclear family lifestyle. I can't wait to get back into it. It's obviously a very serious drama, which I have not been in the mood for recently. I know that The Americans is a concentration show that I need to be paying attention to, so I'm gonna be starting it soon. I also have You on this list. I have not seen You yet. I know it was on Lifetime, now it's switched to Netflix. It's now a Netflix original. I don't know how that happened, but it is what it is now. I read the book when it first came out and I really loved the first book, but that is on the list. And if you don't know what You is about, it's about a guy named Joe that works in a bookstore that becomes obsessed with this girl that comes in. But I'm sure you guys have heard about this show. Following on that strain with Netflix shows, I do need to watch Stranger Things. I've never seen Stranger Things, and that one has 2 seasons out, I think. I need to get to that. I feel like I should get to that soon. Another show that I want to get to is Vikings. I did start watching this a couple years ago. I didn't really get past halfway through the first season. Some of these historical shows, I need to be in the mood to watch them, and I just haven't been in the mood to like kind of sit down and get into this huge historical drama. I think I might be actually buddy watching this with some friends because these are the kind of shows that we like to buddy watch together. I do want to complete Spartacus. I love Spartacus. I loved that show, and I think I got up to the 4th season before I quit, and I think there is only 4 seasons, so I need to go back and I need to rewatch all of the seasons again. But I've seen Spartacus the first couple seasons, I think about 2 or 3 times now. It has like the historical aspect. I love ancient Rome, and that is kind of the whole atmosphere of this series. This is one of those shows that I just want to finish. I just want to finish it to say I finished it, even though I've like watched over half of it already. I really liked the first season. There's a lot of good things going in that show. And the last show that I want to mention that I want to watch is Killing Eve. And I actually watched the first episode of this on a flight, I think back in December. I really loved the first episode. I thought it was really great. It's about a female assassin and the CIA analyst played by Sandra Oh that is trying to hunt her down. And I really loved the first episode, so I'm excited to continue on with it. I think I could probably jump into episode 2 without rewatching episode 1 since it is still kind of fresh in my head, but I think the 2nd season is coming out sometime this year. But those are all the TV shows that I want to start watching this year. I have a really big list and I can't wait to get through it. I just really want to get back into television shows this year because it's just been a while since I've like really fallen deep into binging television shows. What are some TV shows that you guys are planning to watch? I would love to know and possibly get some more recs because I have the list and I'm really excited to cross all these TV shows off when I get to them. My name is Lainey. I make videos on books and writing. If that interests you, please subscribe down below, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye!